Clinton Foundation has announced that if and when Hillary Clinton wins the U.S. presidency, the Clinton Foundation would no longer accept corporate or foreign donations. Now, if this sounds familiar, it's because it is. Back in 2008, before Hillary Clinton became Secretary of State, the Clinton Foundation released a memorandum of understanding. And they stated that they would not only meet, but they would exceed the State Department's ethics guidelines and would not accept any donations that would even appear to show a conflict of interest. Taking a look at some of the foreign donors to the Clinton Foundation, you'll see that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia donated at least $10 million to the Clinton Foundation before Hillary was Secretary of State. After becoming Secretary of State, the money didn't stop. In fact, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia donated an additional $900,000 to the Clinton Foundation right around the same time that the State Department approved a huge weapons deal for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, which included brand new state-of-the-art F-15 fighter jets. Recently, the Clintons and just about everyone else have been blaming Russia for just about everything. Well, here's something that the Russians actually did do. They donated millions of dollars to the Clinton Foundation and, in fact, paid Bill Clinton directly $500,000 for a speech he gave in Moscow. Now, what's interesting about all of that money is it all ties back to the Russian Atomic Energy Agency, Rosatom, which ties directly to the Kremlin. Rosatom acquired Uranium One. Uranium One is a front company for the Russians, basically based out of Canada, and the State Department, Hillary Clinton's State Department, approved a huge, massive deal allowing the Russians, through a Canadian front company, to ore uranium in the United States. As Colombian oil money flowed to the Clinton Foundations, the State Department paid no attention to prevent the labor violations that were taking place in Colombia. Speaking of oil money, Chevron, ConocoPhillips, and ExxonMobil all contributed between $2.5 to $3 million to the Clinton Foundation the year before the State Department approved a controversial pipeline that would carry nearly 450,000 barrels of oil per day from Canada oil sands to Wisconsin. Now, the more we dig into the Clinton Foundation, the more it becomes clear that this organization appears to be trading cash for political favors. Now, the Clintons have received over $150 million for their speaking engagements alone. Now, what exactly does their foundation contribute to charity? What kind of charitable acts have they accomplished? Now, it's not just corporations and foreign governments that have contributed financially to the Clintons. In 2014, there was a group of men who donated tens of thousands of dollars to a super PAC supporting Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton. Now, these men have ties to the Turkey coup attempt as well as to Fethullah Gulen. In fact, one of the men is currently being sought after by the Turkish government for coordinating the failed attempted coup in Turkey. Two of the other men had direct email exchanges with top Clinton aide Huma Abedin via Clinton's personal email server. One of the emails, back in 2009 after Clinton broke her elbow in a fall, sent Clinton her best wishes and prayers from Fethullah Gulen. For those of you that are not familiar with the Gulen-Clinton ties, Sibel Edmonds and Newsbud recently covered how Fethullah Gulen was brought into the country under the Clinton administration and was vouched for by the CIA. Are we just to expect more of the same if the Clintons regain the White House? We've already exposed the revolving door between governments and corporations and how they go way beyond a conflict of interest. We've exposed a criminal network that exists that is subverting the judicial system, ensuring business as usual for the elite. We've shown why Loretta Lynch's Department of Justice and James Comey's FBI will never properly investigate the Clintons or the Clinton Foundation.
Did you look at the Clinton Foundation?
I'm not going to comment on the existence or non-existence of any other investigations.
Was the Clinton Foundation tied into this investigation?
I'm not going to answer that.
As always, we'll provide links in the show notes to our previous videos and more. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Reporting for Newsbud, this is Spiro.